The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
I'd have Friday nights off if it weren't for those meddling kids.
My God, we find new ones of those every week.
Are we crooked? I think the floor's short. Details.
Damn it, Rob, you screwed it up anyhow. No, you didn't.
You bubbled it?
I'll bubble you.
Is it bubbled?
No. Hold on, here we go.
Hold
on, Star Trek.
Wait, which way are we going first?
Oh, no.
It doesn't work if you go opposite directions.
Now.
All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
take
Yeah, it
that.
looks more evenish.
Yeah, whatever.
Kind of.
Oh, center, but
Yeah,
bubble.
details. So how was your week, Pat? Wait a minute, you're not Pat.
Wait a minute.
John.
John 2, Pat 1.
That's all right. They both wear the same One Ring to rule them all. I think they're the same person. Yeah, whatever. Like his soul. Anyways.
What so?
Yeah. How was your week, John? You do anything fun?
Not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Not particularly.
So you sat there and stared at wallpaper paste for the entirety of the week.
A lot of playing on the computer, watching Netflix, good stuff, good stuff.
All right, well, tell us what is good on Netflix.
Lost.
You're watching Lost again?
I'm still watching it. I only made it to season 4.
Wait, so you've never seen Lost completely all the way
No.
through?
Unlike you, that's probably watched it multiple times.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a ridiculous amount of viewing.
That is a tremendous amount of viewing.
That's like weeks of sitting in front of a TV nonstop.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Like when I watched
without pants.
without.
That goes without question.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the series, my pants were lost. No. I had a 4-day weekend once, and it really was lost to Lost.
Mm-hmm.
It just 16 hours a day, nonstop, and I made it through like 2.5 seasons.
Yeah.
Ending May. Ending's a bit of a cop-out, but it's still a great series.
I'm excited that you're watching Sherlock. That's awesome.
The
The series is amazing.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, and you weren't present for this conversation, but I've always said Netflix is missing one key feature.
What's that?
The TV feature.
I'm not following.
Okay. All right, but imagine the days before Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Compare the content of TV to Netflix. Like in terms of like the shows that were on TV and the shows that are on Netflix now.
Still not following you.
It's the same series. The same TV shows.
Okay.
Like you have the same content on Netflix that would just randomly air on TV.
Okay.
And you would sit there watching TV
Okay, I'm starting to follow.
nonstop,
Yeah.
and you'd be like, "Oh, that's on." But on Netflix, have you ever gone over someone's house or watched them, and they will scan past like 40 of the same series that any one of which they would have stopped and watched in its entirety.
Probably, yeah.
You know, and they'll just like skip, 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 skip.
Half the problem is that after you...
There's nothing on Netflix!
Yeah, half the problem is that you when you first have Netflix, first 6 months, you're watching everything you could possibly think to watch, and after that, they never add anything. They just keep removing things.
No, they've added stuff. I mean,
Not
like new
much.
series and stuff, new seasons, etc.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like stuff that you would normally just like sit and watch on TV. You just like people just fly right past on Netflix. So Netflix needs a TV feature. So it's like Pandora. So it's like a constant stream of stuff that basically you can basically like, dislike, and it caters that stream or multiple streams that you can configure
I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
to you. So that stuff just comes on. So you're like the great thing about TV is it doesn't force people to think. Netflix is like, oh no, I've got to make a decision.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So if you had that Netflix TV feature, I think that would be like amazing for like 90% of the population. Then all of a sudden, people would just be watching Netflix nonstop. Be like, TV, what's TV? You know. So like I finally gotten my dad like watching like series. He watched like Arrow, which is a horrible series, but at least it's a series. So
I'm not sure that's a ringing endorsement.
I know. Well, then I got him on, started him on the new Battlestar Galactica, and he started watching that through series just nonstop. Like he's retired, so I came back and he's like, he's still watching it. It's like, you get up and do anything? He's like, huh? Yeah.
You just did that so we'd stop bothering you.
Yeah, details.
Technicality.
But no, so Sherlock, which is a BBC-produced series, it's really weird because their seasons are 3 episodes long, but the episodes themselves are like over an hour and a half long. They're like feature-length movie length. And they're tremendously produced. They're really well done. It stars, Benedict Cumberbatch? Yep.
And Martin Freeman.
Not
Morgan Freeman.
Not Morgan Freeman. It's Martin Freeman. Yes.
So Smog and Bilbo.
Yes, Smog and Bilbo. There you go. So it's really tremendous. And
then the United States tried to rip it off by creating Elementary.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that the one with Lucy Liu?
Yeah.
I have not watched that.
I will not watch
It has
that.
Lucy Liu.
Well, that's the
makes me
thing.
happy.
You at least gonna give it a chance?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because you just in your head you're automatically assuming that all rip-offs are bad rip-offs.
When a
Top
British
Gear.
thing comes over here, it's usually not a
Yeah,
good
Top
thing.
Gear.
Alright, fair
America tends to ruin British things.
All right. I'm trying
Constantly
to think of one TV show that has come. Office.
I didn't watch it, but I have heard that is true. So.
Right. So Office. What else? All right, moving
Yeah,
on.
you got nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
So let's see. You know what else is on TV this week? The Olympics.
Right.
Or actually, look before
You
you.
mean the old My Picks?
I'm sorry, the old
The
My
old My
Picks. You don't remember that?
Nah.
I misspelled it in the
I
character.
misspelled it.
No, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, someone misspelled it.
How long ago was that?
Years.
Right.
And it was to be transposed to the Y and the M. So ever since we've been calling it the old My Picks.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Embrace the problems.
Yes. But before we get to the old My Picks, Super Bowl commercials. Did you watch any of the Super Bowl commercials?
I do not have cable, so no.
Really?
Yeah.
We have internet.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
News
that.
Live.
I'm not like Rob. We're both not interested in these things.
Rob has watched all of the commercials.
Well,
Rob
not all, but I've seen most of them.
Rob has watched the good and the bad commercials. So Jay, you saw them all, right?
I did.
Okay. So TiVo has compiled a list of the most.
We're doing that. Okay.
Well, no, has compiled
Okay,
a list
we're not. What are we
the,
doing?
of the ads that were rewound and watched the most, and the ones that were watched the least.
People still use TiVo.
Apparently.
Right.
There you go. So this is like the 50 and older skew or something like that. I don't know how that works, but
That would make more sense.
this may not have been like a true paid ad, but it functioned as one of consumers. Number one is comedians and cars getting coffee.
Which is Jerry Seinfeld.
Which
Yes,
Jerry
it
Seinfeld.
is.
I watched the one with Tina Fey. Hilarious. They're great.
Where is that? Is it an HBO thing or?
No, it's a web series.
I can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Not,
So it's
not
not on-
Crackle. I can't think what it
Cracked?
is.
No?
I say Crackle.
Oh.
Can't think
Yeah,
of what it is.
Crackle's another.
I thought you said Crack Hole. I'm like, what are you watching online?
I got an import series that was done by the Brits and then came over here, and you love
Which is
House of Cards.
House of Cards, really?
I'll give you that. Yep.
All
You're right.
House of Cards originally ran in November, December 1990. It's a short series.
It's on Netflix.
Is it really
Yeah.
the original House
Yes.
of Cards? Was it
I had this.
was it good as a British series?
I have no idea. You said there was anything good that
I
came
haven't
over.
watched it,
I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to go watch that now.
but
You know what,
the
Brad?
All
new
right, I'll see
series.
you later, everybody. No,
The new series is amazing.
that comes out. Season 1's out. Season 2 comes out the 14th.
And they
Really?
already signed to season 3.
Yeah, they just signed season 3.
That's not surprising.
Anyways, commercials, comedians and cars getting coffee, very funny.
Yeah, he was on Howard Stern promoting that this week.
Yeah, he just did that like on a lark, and it's actually turned into like a pretty big series for him, and it's definitely entertaining. It's
Apparently,
well
he
edited.
picks the cars based on the person that's coming on the show,
Really?
their personality.
What if he go by? Yeah, go by Jay Leno.
I did not follow that.
Because Jay Leno has a huge stable of cars.
That's true.
Well, I think Jerry Seinfeld does too. He made enough money
Yeah.
too. So, the number 2 was Budweiser's Puppy Love, which aired in the 4th quarter, which I thought was just like sugar and beer don't mix, which is pretty much what this was. It was basically like the most saccharine commercial you could ever imagine.
Yeah, but everyone loved it, and the girls were all teary-eyed.
Well, well, we have a female's perspective in the audience. Did you watch but you didn't watch it?
There's a real girl here.
Yes.
This is weird to me.
It's not just John this week. All right. Ha! Sorry.
See, that was inappropriate.
It really was. I'm sorry, John. Didn't mean I didn't like that. Anyways, there was GoDaddy's bodybuilder.
I thought that was funny.
It was. Yes.
I did think that was funny.
You want to give a quick explanation of it?
Basically, the premise is that all of a sudden you just see these bodybuilders running down the street, and
The
they're all
one in the
running.
middle looks like a buff Danica Patrick.
It could have been. It actually was Danica Patrick.
No, head replacement. All right, there you go.
And then, in typical fashion, just more keep coming out of side streets and sidewalks and buildings, and you see this herd of these ginormous bodybuilding people just coming at you, and then you see this like tiny little thing of a girl sitting in Airtan airbrush studio, and just sees them all coming, and their like faces are plastered against the glass, and she's like, "It's go time."
Right, that was it. Yes. Then there was Doritos Cowboy Kid.
That was kind of cool.
All right, well, give the explanation.
I don't really remember it, but I remember it was cool. All I remember at the end is that the kid's riding a dog into the sunset, and that was kind of fun.
Yes. Then Toyota Highlanders, Terry Crews, and the Muppets. So that was basically a combination Muppets and
Terry
Highlander. Yeah, Terry Crews, which is funny because Terry Crews is just funny to begin with. He's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, in case you don't know.
Very funny series.
Great series.
I really like it.
Yep. Then there was Doritos Time Machine, which was hilarious as well.
I don't remember that one for some
It
reason.
was basically like, Billy, you've aged! Because he was like in like this like crappy like cardboard time machine that his kid like created.
I saw parts
He's
of it.
like, it's working! Yeah.
I think I got alcohol when that
Fair
was
enough. Radio Shack's phone call, which I vote as the best commercial of the Super Bowl. What it basically was they got a phone call that said,
the 80s called.
The 80s called. They want their store back. And then like every 80s like icon, like the California Raisins and like the Back to the Future DeLorean and like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister.
And Chuck
And
Norris there too.
probably. And what's her name from like the Olympics?
Tara Lipinski.
What?
Was it Tara Lipinski?
Or something like that. Like whoever 1980s America.
Carrie Strug.
Take Carrie
Yeah, her.
Strug, yes.
Sorry, Mary Lou Retton, I apologize.
Yeah, I was like Carrie Strug was
Some
1992 Atlanta.
4'9" gymnast. chick.
Gymnast.
96.
Shut up.
Yeah, and then there was like Ghostbusters Slimer, and like everyone else was just like.
I miss Slimer. I must have blinked.
It was like what? Crap! What's the creepy redhead doll?
Chucky?
Chucky like tearing up the carpet. It was great. This is every '80s reference you could possibly imagine crammed into like a minute of time, just stealing everything in the store.
Fantastic.
And then like new store coming in. But it also disappoints me because Radio Shack used to have a bunch of like cool like components, like you could get various like IC chips and diodes and capacitors. You could actually get actual electronic stuff to make stuff. They like pared that back, so it's basically like one sad drawer.
Yes.
That's what the
It's
internet's
pathetic.
for.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Then there was Oikos Greek yogurt, the spill.
John Stamos everywhere.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Bud Light's Up for Whatever #2, which I thought was pretty funny.
Which one was that one?
That was basically where they had a guy. I keep saying basically, and I don't know why. That was where they had a guy that was on a date, and the woman said, "Are you up for anything? Hands him a bud." And then like they go into a limo where like someone from who the hell is the house band for Jimmy Fallon? Someone from the Roots was there, like DJing or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he was somewhere else with one of the his date had like an identical twin. And then he was on stage with a band, and like he was playing ping pong against Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the commercial's just as disjointed as my explanation.
Oh, and then the wall falls down.
The wall falls down, and he's like on the band with like on the stage with like New Republic and an entire audience. It's like Budweiser up for whatever, whatever.
Nice idea, poorly executed.
Yes. Exactly. Let's see. Cheerios Gracie also came in good. Microsoft's empowering. Coca-Cola.
No, wait. I want to talk about the Gracie thing.
Go on.
The Cheerios thing.
Go on.
Why is there such an uproar about this commercial? Can one of you explain it to me? I don't get it.
Neither do I, because I don't remember the commercial.
I didn't see it.
The big thing is that the father's black, the mother's white, and they have an interracial child.
Uh-huh.
Has-
that one for months.
Well, this is a new one. But people are up in a complete tizzy because Cheerios is doing another one. Evil sacrilege. I'm like, really?
Huh?
There's been interracial everything since the 70s,
We'll say
60s,
earlier than that. But anyways,
20s.
yeah.
Abraham Lincoln. I mean, come on.
Build a bridge, get over it.
Time.
Getting a time. Thank you.
Yeah, build a bridge, get over it.
Exactly. I mean, what is the big deal?
Yeah.
With all of our progresses in humanity, this is the big. Oh,
I thought it was the interesting was Coca-Cola's one where they had it was like
that was another uproar.
They're singing
Oh.
"America the Beautiful" in like 19 different languages from around the world, which I found to be kind of interesting because like if you were in France and you were singing one of their patriotic songs in English in France, they would murder you on the spot.
I see it as Coca-Cola reaching out for unity amongst everybody.
Yes, I still
And
like.
of course, leave it to America to ruin it.
That being said, that commercial was boring as all hell.
Well,
I
it
think
was.
old Coca-Cola.
The sentiment was
Bring
cool.
back the polar bears. If the polar bears were singing "America the Beautiful," now
Then
you've
it'd
got
be
my
awesome.
attention. I'm saying, just saying, like that, and they got penguins. America the Beautiful. It's like penguins. Everyone loves like freaking cartoon penguins.
Polar bears?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
Penguins can't fly.
No. But
Quack, quack, quack.
all right. So we were talking about the Olympics, and Russia already botched like one of the most important like climax parts of the open ceremonies.
Hey, 80% isn't bad.
But, well, it
If
is.
that's the part you're talking
It is
about.
one of them is the Olympic rink. So did you watch any of the opening ceremonies?
Which would have been in
Repeat
your
myself,
travel.
Still don't have cable.
Oh, that's right. Well, it's on NBC. You can get it over the air.
If I wanted to.
You don't.
No.
So there you go.
Well, there
But
you
you could, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Just saying, it's not like I'm saying like this is a theoretical impossibility. It could happen. Anyways, so they, it's like the climax of the entire theatrical performance. They're lowering these things that look like snowflakes or stars, like into the arena. They all come together, basically like the 5 positions of the rings of the Olympic rings, and then they expand out to make Olympic rings. Except the one on the end does not do that. So there's like 4 rings and this little like fudgy star over here. Yeah. Way to go.
Exactly.
And then it exploded.
And fail.
No, that didn't happen. All right. Anyways,
Too soon.
but I think Sports Pickle, which is a website. So they tell me.
That's what they want you to think.
Never been there.
No. Assembled a list of the most entertaining Olympian names from the 2014 Winter Olympics. All right. This one's from Sweden.
Yeah.
She's in cross-country skiing.
Yeah.
Anna Hag.
Nice.
From snowboarding, from USA, Arielle. Yeah, Arielle Gold.
Or
Switzerland.
Ariel.
Yeah, that too. From Switzerland to the bobsled, Beat Hefty. In freestyle skiing in the USA, apparently very multi-talented. You got Bobby Brown. For USA figure skating, Gracie Gold. South Korea short track speed skating, Ho Suk Lee.
Fantastic.
From Slovenia in the biathlon, Jakov Fak.
It's getting better.
USA in the skeleton, you have John Daly. See that fat bastard play golf. See him go down the skeleton. From Sweden, ice hockey, Johnny Oduya. Canada curling, Callie Christ. Switzerland alpine skiing, Laura Gutt. Switzerland ice hockey, Laura Kunti. Let's see.
Fantastic.
I don't know why this is funny, but from Switzerland in ice hockey, Nino Niederreiter.
Need a rider.
Yeah, Niederreiter.
Need a rider.
Niederreiter.
Now it's funnier.
Apparently Doug knows.
Who, Mr. Sports? Why would he know?
Czech Republic in luge, Andrzej Hyman. Austria ice hockey, Raphael
Cousin of Buster.
Herberger.
Herberger? I want one.
Russia in luge, Seaman Pavlichenko. Switzerland cross-country skiing, Siriana Boner. Italy alpine skiing, Stefano Gross.
Help me, Mr.
USA speed skating, Sugar Todd.
Fantastic.
Norway in the luge, you have Thor Hog Norbeck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Come
From
on.
Mongolia in cross-country skiing, you have... I should have practiced this one.
Oh no, this is much more fun.
Yugan Setseg, Nandin Tetsid Segseg.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll buy that.
Yeah, I'm not showing it. This, I don't know if it's wrong. In South Korean
You can't prove
bobsled,
it.
you have Youngjing Suk.
Yes.
There you go.
That list sucked.
Yep, just like that name. S-U-K. All right, anyway, so there's your funny names from the Olympics.
Hey, guess what?
Wait, no, there's your mildly amusing names from the Olympics. There we
Just
go.
still pushing it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I watched a movie.
You did? What did you
Be
watch?
proud of me.
What did you watch?
Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Less proud.
Oh. But it's a movie. It should count
Yeah,
for something.
definitely less proud.
Shut up. There was nice outfits and girls. They were pretty.
That,
They made me happy.
Not
that goes
touching
for
that.
the less refined movies you also watch when no one's looking with the curtains drawn.
And?
Anyways, it's time for tech news.
Oh.
He doesn't have curtains.
That's really bad for his neighbors.
That's the awesome part of
I'm really
living by
surprised they haven't all
yourself.
chipped in. No? You ready for tech news?
No.
There's a lot going on this week?
No.
No?
What?
What do you mean no?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Tech news.
No, I was proud that I watched a movie and you shot me down.
Well, we're slightly proud, just not as proud as you think you're proud.
Was there more?
Was there more?
Of what?
Tech.
Movie.
No.
Okay. In that case, tech news.
Cute girls killing things didn't happen.
There you go. Ready, set, geek. Geek. There we go. Checking traffic the French way. You pull into traffic, we don't care because it's existential.
Okay, now picture it. You're driving down the road.
Okay, got it.
Not in Hawaii.
Now go on.
You see traffic starting to build up a little, you're wondering, I wonder if there's traffic up ahead. So what do?
Speed up.
I know. I launch a drone off the top of my car so I can see the traffic ahead of me.
Correct. You launch a quadricopter from the
Yes.
roof of your car
That's awesome.
with a camera on it so you can see it while you're driving, and then you probably hit 9 people and kill
And then it
more
crashes ahead of you, causes
It
an
does.
accident, and then you're shaking your fist at the stupid people getting into an accident in front of you. No, where's my damn quadcopter?
So, reason it's French is because Renault is the one who's doing it. They're
Uh-huh.
a French car company, if you don't know. And basically, they don't think it's ever going to see the light of day by their own admission, but they said, this is kind of cool. It's called the Quid. Kwid.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're going to launch your quadcopter and find out that you're stuck in an accident because some quadcopters have crashed in the road, right?
Basically, that's what it comes down to.
No, that's existential, and if that's not French, I don't know what is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, don't expect to ever see it, but it sounds cool.
Next news story.
333. Go, go, go.
The big screen from a little device.
Yeah, so there's a Kickstarter campaign out there called Padcaster. Basically, it's for the iPad mini, and it makes it look like some weird cyborg from some sci-fi flick.
It basically lets you attach, like, LED lights, a microphone, lenses to your iPad mini.
It looks ridiculous.
It sure does,
And
but
a
it's probably
tripod.
pretty cool.
But what they're trying to do, I can understand. It's kind of awesome, but it kind of looks stupid. But it allows you to put
We're
different...
TV. We don't care if it looks stupid.
That's true. But you can do 1080p, you can do retina screen, you can do all kinds of DSLR attachments and everything else. Basically, you can make your own movie with your iPad and actually make it look semi-decent.
Except for the sensor in the iPad for video. So you can outfit, yeah, like the Terminator. You can outfit your iPad with all the professional accessories except for something
Quality.
good to record video with.
Except for quality.
Yeah, except for quality. You're all set.
So it's already on the iPad. Now they're doing it for the iPad mini, and evidently they want more money.
Oh,
So go pay $99.
that's it?
That's it.
No, it's not bad. All right, well, kill switch engage or else.
So good old California trying to set the bar once again with doing things.
California, you suck.
Well, what they're trying to do is that they're trying to curb the record levels of people stealing smartphones. So what they want to
Can I see
do...
your phone?
Not happening.
So what they want to do is they want to force all the phone makers to put kill switches mandatory in every phone. And if it gets stolen, they hit the kill switch and done. And if the companies... They want this to be like January 1, 2015. And if they don't... They
Oh
get
yeah,
fined.
that's not going to get abused.
No.
Oh yeah, hi, my name's Jason Raybeck. My phone was stolen. And meanwhile, you're like, son of a bitch.
But don't worry, it's only bad because it's like a $2,500 fine for the company if they don't do it.
Oh, is that all?
Per phone that they sell.
Stupid California.
Does it
Do the
self-destruct?
Yeah.
It should blow
There's
up.
actually
Yeah.
a recent,
I'm thinking if you have to pay 25, damn thing should blow up.
There was
Yeah, you want to
actually
kill
a
Switch?
recent-
Die.
a recent study done about the iPhone 5S, about the amount of like RAM and storage and everything in it, and the equivalent in 1991 would have cost you $3.56 million.
That's not bad. Actually, I think that's a bargain.
It is. Yeah, kill switch that. London's After Dark special. Is this about the museum again?
Porn.
All right, then I don't know what you're talking about. Go on.
So London's Tate Britain, which is a museum. Yes, it is
Wait
about the
a
museum.
minute.
So for those of you who've never heard it, because evidently Brad's heard about this 100 times, good for you. Good for
Not that
us.
type of museum.
Says
I'm not even
you.
sure there is that type of museum.
There will be when I'm done with it.
Fair enough. Oh, God.
So what they want to do is they want to get these museums to have 4 basically drone robots, and what they do is after hours when they close, you can take control of these robots that have sensors so they don't like run into things and like.
Why is there a quadcopter stuck in the Mona Lisa?
Don't worry about it. Just accept it and move on. They paid their $10 to do this. Basically, they just want to have these robots, and you control the robot, and you can go and see the museum.
They're
after
going
dark.
to take over, man. They're
Oh,
taking over.
What the hell is happening?
That is the fan in the bathroom.
Is it trying to get out?
I'm pretty sure it already has.
Good
The
lord.
fan in the bathroom has gained sentience and is coming to kill us all.
I want to make sure it wasn't behind me.
Apple should be an Android. I know.
Oh, God.
For anyone who can't hear it, it sounds like an angry dog barking off in the distance.
It sounds like something's trying to break through the wall, to be honest with you.
It is.
All right, so anyway, Steve Wozniak in a recent interview with Wired magazine says he thinks that Apple should try to make an Android phone.
Really?
Yeah. He
That seems rather interesting
with the
considering-
pretty styling. Are you really going to do this? You really are, aren't
Yep,
you?
that he is.
Now that he's going towards it, it stopped.
Of course.
So he's like, why can't we play 2 arenas at the same time with our beautiful styling?
I don't have enough XLR.
With our beautiful styling and everyone loves the way our handsets are made, putting the 2 together would just be like a phone orgy. Which I say, good for you. I mean, an orgy.
Sure. I pretty much see the odds of that happening being somewhere between little and none. Leaning really more towards the none.
Yeah.
I think that's, yeah.
Probably about the likelihood of Apple making a gaming device.
Yeah. It'll happen someday. Someday. No. You never know. I would postulate that they already have. It's called the iPhone.
Read.
You've got some nerve.
So this is cool. I forget who the hell's doing this.
I'm going to guess the
Okay.
British.
Yeah, someone overseas that has a lot more time and money and care than we do.
Okay.
Basically, they have created a bionic arm that can actually integrate into your nervous system, and
I
you can
saw
feel.
this. So yeah,
So-
they put sensors and they tie into the nerves and like someone's
You can
stub.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
feel everything. You can feel shapes. So if I put
Like this is soft, this is hot, this is cold, that sort of thing.
like even if you just took like a child's building blocks and you're like, here's a square, a triangle, a star, blah, you could actually grab it, feel it, and
Right.
say, this is a triangle, and it's actually it's working.
I'm definitely envisioning Luke's arm in that one scene.
I bet you
Not
are,
as
yes.
awesome looking, but it's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
And they did a test subject with the guy for.
I love the fact that you're trying to instead of trying to fix it, you're miking
Oh, I
it.
can't fix it. You kidding?
Well, have you
And by
tried-
fix it, we mean just turn the
turn it
light off.
Yeah, that too. But that's pretty cool. Technology's come a long way.
It really is.
Yeah.
So that's very.
Before you know,
awesome.
John will be chopping his own arm off just to get a bionic one. Be like, just like Luke.
Read.
U.S. catches up to the world.
So evidently, there's some cool technology that 80 other countries, yes, 80 other countries have been doing for many, many years, and then the U.S. finally came along and said, all right, we'll allow it too. So what is it, you ask? Well, it's a little
What
pill.
is it?
It's a pill about
Oh,
that
that-
big. About this big.
Oh,
Don't
it's
say it, I want to say it first.
Anal probe cam.
Yes. Well, not really. Inverted anal program. Basically, you take this pill, which has a micro camera in it,
On each end.
on each end. I see what you did there. You swallow it, and it takes very, very high-speed photos as it goes through and into the intestinal
Well,
tract.
actually, it
And
takes them like every second or so.
it said high-speed. Like, bam, 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 bam.
What's the reasoning behind this?
Because it
Instead
can look
of
for polyps and cancers throughout everything on there instead of going...
So instead of a proctologist sticking his fingers up your ass,
They shove a pill down your throat.
yeah, there
And
you
I'll
go.
take that any day over
That's a little
the
less
old
invasive.
two-finger puppeteer there. Any day of the week. So
Enjoy
right
that
now,
imagery.
750,000 people could benefit from this. So that's awesome.
And they're all proctologists.
That's true. Read.
Last week's tech is so... Last week.
It's true. So last week, you remember how we talked about... Better late than never, up. We talked about the technology where you can use a Wi-Fi device to use it as a satellite phone.
Yep.
New technology.
Yep.
They now have a little device, kind of like a Wi-Fi hotspot,
Yep.
where basically the phone talks to that, and that talks to the satellite.
That's
and you
awesome.
can basically take it anywhere.
Yep.
And I think they're
It's only
saying...
going to be like $800.
Yeah, but if you're
You'll
going
probably
out...
get it.
What's that?
You'll probably get
Shut
it.
up. Maybe.
Yeah, but if you're going out somewhere where it's like, oh,
Middle
cell service...
Pacific Ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cell service doesn't exist here yet.
Unfortunately, the data is probably crazy expensive, but hey, where else are you going to get data service in the middle of the Pacific Ocean?
Well, you don't use it for that. It's like, hey, I'm in a pinch and my leg's trapped in this thing. But hey, I have my cool satellite thing.
Yep.
Now I can call for help. Where are you? Beat the hell
Ah,
out of me.
stupid batteries.
Oh.
They should make solar powered. Just
Well,
saying.
we have to recharge it?
Yep. No more nuclear powered Wi-Fi hotspot satellite devices.
That tumor on my hip is for nothing. Oh, well.
Yep. Yeah. And the news board of defense is drones,
Nope.
bombs,
No.
drones with bombs.
No, but that's a pretty good deterrent.
All right, go on.
Kinect.
4.
South Korea is actually using Microsoft's Kinect to guard its borders. They've placed them on the borders and they detect motion. But they can tell the difference between an animal and a human. And then if it senses a human, it sets off alarms and then South Koreans just shoot them.
Microsoft's letting them do that.
Well, you can just buy them off the shelf.
Yeah, I know.
Here's a
but
Kinect, here's a Kinect, here's a Kinect.
Right.
I see a lawsuit happening.
Or
Why?
North Korea, hey, they're selling product, what the hell do they care? Or North Korea says, you die. Boom. Done.
Probably not, but you know.
Actually, I'm thinking more North Koreans trying to defect into South.
Well,
than
that's the
vice
thing
versa.
is like those things don't
That's
have
for
that great a range.
No.
You know, so it's like the resolution isn't that great, the range isn't that great. I'm not exactly sure of how technically they're actually making it like cover like a wide area, unless they have one like 6 feet and a bunch of couches, so in case North Koreans come by like I'm tired, and then they sit down and like it's like, would you like to play a game? It's
Hey,
like,
my
bam!
Kinect can tell the difference between me and you. And you know that's true because it's done it.
Yeah,
And you've seen
creepy.
it. It is creepy. And just in honor of you, this thing's thing of the week is, because you wanted it.
Facebook paper.
Yep, basically you go on Facebook, you hit the
It's an
print
app.
button, and
Why
there
are
you
you
go.
saying thing? It's an app.
I didn't want to call it an app, I wanted to call it a thing.
It's an app.
Tough is already a thing.
Have you seen Facebook paper? It's a really, really, really great intuitive way to view your Facebook feed.
What is this
Why?
movie thing I've been seeing come to
Oh,
think
it's
of it?
annoying.
The movie
Everyone's
thing?
like, look at my Facebook movie. I'm like, no.
They create an automated tool which allows you to you now have the ability to edit various stuff, but it can do it completely automated too. It shows you like your first posts on Facebook, your most popular posts, your most popular pictures, and some of the pictures that you theoretically like the most. It sort of compiles it into a really nice 1 minute and 2 second movie with some very nice music in the
Do
background.
they put "You Are So Beautiful" behind it?
No.
They should.
They're
Well-
progressing towards like MySpace. It's making me want to leave.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Are you going to be the one of the people who unplugs from Facebook?
not likely. I'm too
I
addicted.
mean, the music's pretty nice. Did you watch any of them?
No.
Did you watch any of
No,
them?
because once I saw every other person having it, I wanted to hang myself.
I put you in my movie.
I know. I think it tagged me.
Did it really?
I said, now I'm ready to hang myself.
Ha!
The only reason I'm there is for two things: family and Candy Crush. So I need lives. People send me lives
And
and
not
move.
necessarily in that order.
No,
Here, let
Maybe.
me see if I can pull this up for you. Probably not.
probably.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Here you go, Jack.
Where? I want to see.
Oop. Basically, it's kind of like a nice little collage. Sort of gives you your little history on Facebook.
It's like an Apple commercial.
It is. You're bored? You're bored? I see how it is. Well, here, for you
Scott's
at home.
bored.
Shows like your most popular posts, etc.
So let me see. It's Brad sitting at home without pants. Brad sitting at home without pants.
That's accurate.
Brad at work without any pants. I hope they didn't get pissed about that one. Your Tesla coil thingy.
Yep, shocking people without pants.
Doug without pants. How'd you
Yeah.
get Doug without pants?
I don't know.
Question.
Word.
I now know less about Facebook paper than when you started.
Oh, let's about Facebook paper.
What is it?
It's where you go onto Facebook, you hit the print button, you got Facebook on paper.
Yep. So, it's kind of cool. Automatically creates it. I thought it was well done.
I now want to suffocate myself for some reason.
There you go. Facebook Paper is an app that turns it more into a much more visually appealing feed, and also provides stuff like you can view tech news and other stuff. Like here,
Or geeky news.
John, would you like to play around with it for like 2 seconds and try and describe it?
Well, that was a little dangerous question.
It's blank. There we go.
Oh, there you go. But the cool thing is, like, everything is swiped. So
It's tweaking out.
yeah, it goes back here. So like, if I want to view this
That
post,
guy's
I
a
can
douche.
view here.
I hate that guy.
There you go.
Douche.
Or you can go through like, oh, I want to look at headlines or this, and oh, what's this?
It's almost nicer than Facebook's regular.
It is honestly, I think this is better than Facebook's regular
They
app.
keep updating the regular one. It sucks.
Yeah. So like here, like if I'm just, this is like your Facebook feed. So really, you can't see it for crap if you go to my camera. Maybe. Doug. Oh, there we go. So basically, theoretically,
course
this
you
is my
were.
Facebook feed. So I could just swipe up here and pull a story up there. I can swipe back down. I can scroll over and be like, oh, I want to look at this one. Pull that up. Swipe it down. Swipe it over. It's really just a nice way to navigate through.
They're not amused.
No?
No.
All right, well, on to geeky news stories then. How about that? Or not geeky news stories.
I'm pretty sure we just did that.
All right, how about regular news stories?
All right.
All right, give your kids an allowance. How much?
That's what she said.
All right, Jay, how much did you get for allowance when you were a kid?
Nothing. I worked to keep the family running. I didn't need money to do it.
So how much did you get?
Nothing.
Really? Bummer.
I was a child of honor. I did it for my family.
Deprived child. Anyways,
Probably $5 or $10.
yeah, about $5 or $10. Audience member?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Right on. See, a woman who worked for the family, not for reward.
Rob, did you get an allowance when you were a kid?
Yeah, I think it was like $2.
All right, so,
Well, that's
in the
going back-
1960s, that's
Yeah,
what they
going
had.
back pretty far, so.
Doug, did you get
Asshole. Anyway.
did you get,
$103.94
did you really?
Respect.
A week?
a week.
That's not
That
bad.
was
Wow.
before taxes, though.
Oh, how much after taxes?
So how many drugs were you running?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like $5 or something.
All right.
Drug mule. Drug mule.
Like mine changed as I got older. Like I think it started off with like a few bucks, and then like I think by the time I'd like $10 or something like that. So an annual survey finds that kids' allowances are climbing to as much as $50 a week.
That's crazy.
The survey by Baltimore-based money managers T. Rowe Price finds that the percentage of parents giving $10 a week fell from 77% in 2011 to 68% in 2013. 4% of families gave between $50 a week in 2013. May not seem like a high percentage, but it's almost quadruple the number from the 2011 survey. The money managers are guessing this may be a result of an improving economy.
Yeah, right.
1% of parents actually shell out $100 per week.
I'm sorry, my parents had to do this weird thing called like paying the bills and having food.
Yeah.
Not
That's
shelling
for
out,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe things have changed where houses pay for themselves.
Yeah. I would probably...
Oh wait, you claim bankruptcy and then someone pays for
If
you. I forgot.
Well, honestly, if I had kids, I would probably give them $50 a week in allowance, and then charge them $180 a week or a month for room and board and housing and food.
Dick move.
That's for
Legit,
sure.
but I see what you're doing there. But you better make them work for that $50.
Right.
Not just like sit on your ass and play Xbox 7.
And if they don't pay, then they have to go
Move
sleep in
out.
the doghouse.
Wait, what if they're members of an Xbox focus group?
An Xbox focus group?
Yeah, then can they sit on their Patunicas and play Xbox?
I'm not paying them
it's
to- I'm not
Patuna
paying
Kai,
them-
but we'll
I'm
let
not
it
paying
slide.
them to play Xbox.
They pay you to play Xbox.
Likely story.
That's
let's
rad
see.
for you.
Let's see. Oh, and of course, very sad this week, Philip Seymour Hoffman overdosed.
Joining a long, long list of celebrities that have offed
Yeah.
themselves with drugs.
Yeah,
The only thing I ever remember him is in The Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Seriously, that's the only role I know him as.
Oh, she's a treasure. But he was also Capote, and what else was he in? He was in a lot of stuff, which I can't remember. What?
He was Kirk, I think.
He was the guy who drove the bus in Twister.
He was the guy who drove the bus in Twister. That's, oh my God, you're right.
Dusty?
He wasn't Dusty.
That
Yes,
wasn't.
he was.
That
Really?
He played Dusty?
Y'all got iPhones. Look it up out there.
Holy, all right, Jay, look that
Apparently,
up.
I'm the only one that puts it on airplane mode since I was told to do that years ago.
Yeah, it doesn't apply. anymore.
Why?
Following,
Technology has changed.
Why, Rob?
following instructions and good
With the
practices.
microphones.
Oh, interesting.
Yay, technology.
Yeah. Anyways, Broadway theaters will honor Philip Seymour Hoffman by dimming their lights for 1 minute at 7:45 p.m.
Crap, I don't know how to spell.
Actually, they already did that on February 5th. I take that
Right.
back.
Just look up Twister.
I'm learning how to spell.
Philip had Twister. It's a game none of the girls will play with you. Philip had 3 Tony Award nominations from 3 Broadway plays, playing Willie Loman in the 2012 revival of Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman, along with a Best Leading Actor nomination for his role in Sam Shepard's True West in 2000, and as Best Featured Actor in Eugene O'Neill's Long Day's Journey into Night in 2003.
Holy crap, do you know he played Dustin in that?
You mean Dusty?
Well, actually, they have him listed as Dustin.
Whatever.
Dustin Davis.
There you go. Sounds like a porn name.
No, that's Dustin Diamond.
There you go. The question is, all right, he's number 1. Who's number 2 and 3?
No?
No?
What are we talking about?
What was the question? I was.
Yeah,
Who's
sorry.
number 2? He's number 1. Who's number 2 and 3?
For what?
Think about it.
Celebrities always die in threes.
Oh.
Who would you have your money on kicking the bucket? I can say Amy Winehouse.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley. All right.
He died of drug overdose. That's two.
Right. Well, how about ones who are still alive?
Oh, you mean upcoming?
Yes.
Oh. Miley Cyrus.
Really? You're
Bieber.
gonna go for the Irish.
Miley Cyrus
go-
and
Bieber.
I hope Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Justin Bieber because I heard a story
He's on his
where
way
the
down,
pilots
so-
actually had to put on their oxygen masks because the plane was filled with so much marijuana smoke.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, except for the pilots. But
Hey, how many votes or
Yeah, I was just
signature
gonna
is
say.
the White House thing up to now?
I don't know. Probably not enough.
On it.
Yes. Look up because
Is it WhiteHouse.gov? Or
Just search
WH.gov?
just search
Google it.
Bieber petition.
Petition.
Yeah, it'll come up with it. There was a
Deportation.
petition basically to deport Justin Bieber because
You were
he's a
saying it was
Canadian.
up to like 150 or 175,000 votes, right? Or signatures.
I was thinking it was near 200,000
Yeah.
or so. So now the White House has to respond to it. They have to respond to anything over 100,000 signatures, which is tremendous. I wonder if they responded to that yet. Well, what is it up to?
Yes.
348,000.
Not that good.
252.
Exactly.
Is it really?
252,182.
I wasn't going to say that originally.
Sure, you were.
Well, the 252 part.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Did
but
say
the
anything?
White
It's
House
also pretty amazing that I got 252 out of
that
thin
is
air.
pretty,
But
that
anyways,
is pretty good. But they have to officially
respond
address
to
it.
it. Yes.
Yeah. So I say boot his ass out.
Yeah.
You're here. You're not working anymore. You're just being a nuisance. Go away.
Yes. Bieber fever. Take some antibiotics.
Where do you see cats? Why are you cuting? You must see cats somewhere. All right.
Yeah, what happens? All right. So, what in the control room or anyone in the audience? Oh, hi.
That being you.
Does anyone have any theories on who might be the next to go?
I'm not playing that game.
Number 2 and 3.
Rupert Grint.
Who's Rupert Grint?
Isn't he the dude with the face from the Harry Potter? He was the guy with the knees and the whole thing. He was like in the school and the kids were talking and the whole deal. He had like red hair.
Wasn't that Harry Potter?
No.
He said Harry Potter in that.
Oh.
But why?
Not sure what I even
All
got
right,
out
get
of
the
it.
wrong guy. Hold on.
You think
Rupert Murdoch?
Should we go with the obvious? Abe Vigoda.
I think he's just going to die of age.
Well, that's what I mean. Is he going to be the next to go?
No, you said that who's going to die of drug overdose.
Wait, hold on,
In
hold on.
threes.
I need to
Oh,
go.
we're just doing deaths? I
Yeah.
thought we were doing drug overdose deaths.
No, just deaths in general, because celebrities always die in threes.
Everything
Hold
always
on,
happens
I
in
need to
threes.
go. Is Abe
We'll go to dead.
Vigoda
Yes.
alive?
All right.
Oh yeah. If you go to abevigoda.com, it tells you
Has a
his
death clock on him?
it tells you his status. It says Abe Vigoda is alive.
Who is that?
Yeah, he was like
He was in like Godfather and a million other movies.
redhead kid who was running stuff.
He's an old guy.
Yeah, he's. I don't know how old he is now.
I got the right guy.
But yeah, if you go to abevigoda.com, all it does is it tells you if Abe Vigoda is dead or alive. if Agoda is alive. So not him yet.
Right.
I'm going to call some sort of sports figure.
Sports figure?
Some sort of sports figure. Something's going to happen.
Okay.
Another drug overdose.
Now it
or
has
something.
to be a famous person.
Oh yeah, it's going to be someone we recognize. Like, oh shit.
All right. Fair enough. John, you have any estimations?
I said Bieber.
Bieber?
Yeah.
All right.
That's just wishful thinking, probably.
You know, this doesn't
I don't
happen.
wish it. I'm just predicting. There's a difference. Bad juju
This doesn't
and-
happen often. I'm going to agree with John, and I kind of wish it. But anyways.
Wow. I
I'm
just
a
wanted to
horrible
deport
person,
his
all right.
ass. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah. No.
Oh, wait.
The only way he can salvage his reputation is by dying tragically. Anyways.
He's an insult to the human race.
That too.
Legit. Who? The Boston Bomber guy. The one that's alive still.
Tsarnaev?
Yeah, that dude. Now,
I don't know. That's
do
not
they have
some-
the death penalty in Boston? In Massachusetts, I should
yeah.
say.
Yeah, but that would take for freaking ever. That's not famous. That's infamous. There's a difference.
Words in there.
And that would take forever. It wouldn't be for years.
I know, something like that. I'm thinking they might put him to the head of the line.
Well, maybe he gets shipped in prison.
Ooh, there we go.
There you
It
go.
probably
That
would be like, who are
that
you?
can happen. See, not the death penalty unless you can.
Well, it's the instant death penalty.
Be the instant death penalty, yes.
That's when everybody comes together as Americans and said, yep, you gotta go.
All right, so were you one of those people who thought the Seahawks blowout in the Super Bowl would make people tune out? 2 words. Didn't happen. Nope.
The only reason I kept watching was because I wanted to see if we'd have the first shutout ever.
Fair enough. As a
And
matter
unfortunately, I didn't get it.
matter of fact, overnight Nielsen's show the Super Bowl broadcast set an all-time viewership record with an average audience of 111 million. 0.5.
What was it? Just me, or was the halftime show like completely feel like 4 minutes long? Sing, sing, yay, yay, and then done. I'm like, usually it goes on for like ever, and you're like, oh my god,
I
is this
can't.
over yet?
I can't believe these words are about to leave my mouth. But I thought the worst part of the halftime show was the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Really?
Yeah. Because
I didn't even see him. I blinked, and it's like
You were drinking, you said. So
you know that
could
part when you were
contribute to
watching
it.
like the Super Bowl halftime show,
Surfer on
and it was
acid.
like Rolling Stones like barely hobbling around on stage. That's what I mean. This is the Red Hot Chili Peppers are well into their 50s now, and it really kind of felt like that. When I saw that guy go up on stage with that mustache, I was like, oh my god, how many children does he have stuffed in a pedophile van? I'm serious, like that.
Aren't they like one of your favorite bands or something? Like
I
that?
love the Red Hot Chili
That
Peppers.
goes back to the beginning days of.
Yeah, and watching that was depressing. The fact that Bruno Mars might have been the best part of that halftime show is depressing. That being said, I thought he did a very good job. He's a very good showman.
You would with your neon listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I remember
Yes,
those days.
exactly. So, did you watch any of the halftime show?
No cable.
You could have gone over a friend's house.
I could have.
But
And
he
it's
was
on
home.
Fox.
We both talked about the fact that we didn't want to watch the Super
Yeah.
Bowl anyways.
They wanted to watch each other. Yeah.
I was talking about Rob.
Oh, good for you. You being
Us
naked.
not watching the Super Bowl.
Don't worry, just gets creepier from
Traitor.
Were you naked?
I know it was on in the restaurant.
My question stands.
I still go with no, I was in the restaurant.
So, in case you were wondering, the old record of 111.3 million was set at Super Bowl 46 2 years ago. However, despite the record, more people watched the first half and the halftime show with Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers than ever before. 115.3 million viewers. The previous halftime show record was set by Madonna's performance in 2012 with 114 million people watching. Meanwhile, Downton Abbey was the second most watched show of the evening with 6.8 million viewers, a far cry from Super Bowl ratings, but still beating the other broadcast networks. And in case you were wondering, the Red Hot Chili Peppers didn't even have their instruments plugged in for their one song during Bruno Mars' halftime show. That's why I was also a little depressed.
I'm not so sure Bruno Mars did either.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Really clean for a live performance.
Halftime show. You could get some stuff through his mic. You could hear some stuff through his.
The mics were live. I'm just talking the instruments.
Right, but no, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, they Milli Vanilli did.
He doesn't have his mic on. He's just screaming. No one can hear the
Yeah,
other side of this conversation.
Pretty much, yeah. No, they can hear it, right?
I don't think his mic's on.
Yeah, totally. Well, Rob can hear it because that doesn't there.
Talking about the people listening at home.
It's kind of funnier to have them not hear it.
Right.
We'll go with that.
Oh, let's talk about China and their crazy shenanigans.
Yeah, let's see. They were China. Where are we at?
The newest trend.
Oh, that too. The newest trend among young women in China, shaping their noses to look like the Eiffel Tower. Huh? People in China are reportedly forking over thousands for plastic surgery to make their noses look more like the famous French landmark. One girl who had the surgery says, "We are not content to just add something to the nose. We reconstruct it." Students are paying around $10,000 for the operation. Many of them say they do it because they're facing intense competition to stand out in the job market. So nothing like standing out in the job market like looking like a freak.
What's wrong with that?
So you're saying I need to do that to get a job? It's not happening.
I want to see it, though.
If you do that, I'll see that you never work again.
That's boring, that's boring. Ooh, let's talk about old boobies.
Go for it. Read the news story, Jay. I'm going to have some milkshake.
When it comes to old boobies, I'm your go-to guy.
Well, in that case, here's a question.
What?
What was the name of the skeleton chick who was on Top Gear?
Skeleton chick on Top Gear.
She raced James Bay down the hill.
We don't know.
Booby McHot Girl.
Close enough.
Yay. Joan Collins isn't going to bed at 7:30 in a flannel nightie just because she's 80. The sassy actress revealed on a British show called Loose Women, we really got to move to Britain. We really do. That the key to her successful relationship with 48-year-old Percy Gibson is sex.
Exclamation mark.
Unquote. The May-December duo have been married almost 12 years, met while working on a play in San Francisco, and she has a simple response when asked about their significant age difference. If he dies, he dies.
All right, well, there you go. And you want to own a piece of history?
Yes, I do. Cool. Funny you ask.
The opportunity is yours at the bed and breakfast where Groundhog Day was filmed, and it has hit the market. You too can live your very own Groundhog Day for the rest of your life. RaiderOnline.com reports the property, which is in Woodstock, Illinois, not Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
I don't think it's worth living there.
Yeah. Features 8 bathrooms, 8 bedrooms, a gourmet kitchen, wraparound porch, and
for the low price of
over 5,800 square feet of living area.
What makes
for
it a
just
gourmet
$985,000.
What makes it a gourmet kitchen? Why is it any different from a regular?
It's probably
kitchen?
got a sweet ass stove.
Right.
Like a pasta thing and a
Okay,
baking.
yeah, I can see that.
Majigger. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not rich, so I don't have fancy things.
Well, there you go.
I did buy a blender. Does that count?
What'd you get?
A blender.
What type?
Blending blender.
Boring.
It's not some high-tech freaking Hawaii blender, I'll tell you that.
I know. I want
not a
one of those.
Blendtec?
What?
Blendtec blender?
I want to get like to get the Blendtec or like I've seen like the Waring like high pressure the ones that actually.
I
Like,
worked at Waring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make some sweet blenders.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Like I got one of the Ninja blenders. Pieces of crap, by the way.
They're like expensive. They're like
Mad
$200
expensive,
aren't
yeah.
I got one like off of Woot. They like for smoothies. They're horrible. Absolutely horrible.
You're not throwing like nuts and bolts and iPhones in there?
No, they're
Why
horrible.
not?
Well, no. Well,
Believe it or not, no. This
Seriously.
time.
Well,
I figured that'd be why he got it.
Well, no. The thing is, it's like it doesn't like chop. I mean, it chops ice very good, but you end up with like tons of ice crystals. As you end up with like a really good blender, like one of the Blendtec or like one of the really really high
You were
end.
just
like
saying the
$500
Blendtec
Warings.
was crap. That's what we were talking about.
No, I was talking about the Ninjas.
Oh, okay.
The Ninjas are crap.
Okay.
Blendtecs are amazing.
Right.
Because the thing is, you get those big ice crystals with the Ninja ones, whereas in the Blendtec, they're like little tiny ice crystals. So it's like actually like good smoothie instead of like drinking something that you just picked up at a 7-Eleven and gives you brain freeze.
So what kind of smoothies are you making?
Banana strawberry. Maybe some mango.
Delicious.
Delicious ones. Sorry, I was thinking about smoothies. U2 raised more than $3 million to fight for the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria, thanks to all free downloads of the band's new song "Invisible." As soon as the commercial aired during the Super Bowl on Sunday, more than 1 million folks got to the track for no cost, thanks to Bank of America. Financial bigwigs gave $1 to the Global Fund for every free download, snagged in 36 hours. iTunes still has Invisible available, but it'll now cost you $1.29 to get it. However, all of the proceeds will go to fight AIDS.
AIDS is bad.
It's really boring news week.
It is. Speaking of boring, except for this one woman, a San Francisco woman has given birth to a 16-pound, 1.7-ounce baby.
And she'll never walk the same
Boy.
again.
Yeah, which is... and that baby boy is already walking and smoking Cubanos, which is the biggest in state history. His mother, Josefina Tagalu, is Samoan, and his father, Pava Otuhiva, is Tongan. He told CBS San Francisco, "You put that together," I say, quote, You put that together, yeah, we make big babies, but we didn't know it was going to be this big. End quote. This baby, Samasano Ochihiba, was born back in August, and his dad said that a couple were not going to publicize the big baby angle, but it always bothered him when the news reported other record babies. Bigger is bigger, he said.
No, bigger is better, actually. But
Yes. Hey, Clay Aiken's running for Congress.
who cares?
Yep. Just saying.
His ad was very depressing. It was just
Yeah.
it was bad.
Really? Well,
He was
describe
talking
it.
about like his growing up in poverty and how he only got one present at Christmas. as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
kid.
we already saw it on American
It's
Idol.
like, all right, you failed as a singer, so I guess Congress is where you're headed.
Yeah.
Someone found out what I did on the last Saturday.
Daycare center?
Uh-huh. That may
Parents
or
are
may not
calling
have
for a
been me.
Long Island daycare center to be shut down after it undergoes thorough sanitizing. Unquote.
Sploosh.
After hosting an adult nude party.
Yes. I mean, really?
The best part about this is the name of the place. Spelled with K's, Crazy Kids,
And a Z.
and a Z in Bedford is facing criticism after pictures surfaced from the party called Jungle Gym and Pajama All-Night Dance Party for grown-ups who won't grow up. The images showed what appeared to be naked partygoers using bouncy houses and other children's entertainment equipment. Party also included nude body painting and warm jello wrestling.
Warm.
The invitee said there would be tasteful nudity, but no orgy, strippers, or sexually lewd content.
Boring.
The owners of Crazy Kids released a statement saying his staff was not involved in the party. Their private party facility rental policy is currently under review. Yes. No telling what kids will find in the ball pit.
Outstanding.
Yes.
What's this balloon? Put that down.
It's
Come here and wash your hands.
horrible.
They said there'd be tasteful nudity, but no orgy, strippers, or sexually lewd content. Then what the hell was the point? A legitimate statement, might I say.
Interesting. Would you pay
Yes.
$10
Yep.
to see Prince?
Like Prince Henry?
No.
Prince William?
Prince.
The artist formerly known as Prince, who's now just known as Prince.
Prince Middleton?
Yes. Well, BBC News says that His Purpleness gave a press conference in London on Tuesday night inside someone's living room. Prince says he wants to do a bunch of small club shows in London and keep the tickets really cheap. He didn't announce any specific dates or venues yet, but that will come soon. Prince is touring with a 3-piece all-female band called Third Eye Girl and has a new album on the way called...
Futurama.
What?
3-Eye Girl.
Yeah. New album on the way called Plectrum Electrum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Couldn't think of her name, so I just threw out Futurama.
I like it.
Absolutely.
And
Speaking of the Olympics, where's your Olympic water that you got from Sochi?
Oh, can you toss me the Olympic water I got from Sochi?
No, I'm too busy looking at the ceremony going WTF.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a giant bear walking around?
No, it's
What country are we up to?
the countries are done.
Oh.
It's giant horses pulling the sun disk across the sky, and then a bunch of people dancing as if they're giant Russian buildings.
Was it the god Ra? Just pulling the sun across the sky? Good lord. So you put it into a brand name bottle. We get that.
You're not going to get the label off.
Look, it's Sochi water.
Delicious. Thank you, NBC, for providing that for us.
Yes. So have you been watching any of the news stories about like the
I
hotel
saw
rooms not
pictures
being ready?
of these ridiculous
So what did you
things.
see? What did you see on TV and online?
The like
bathrooms.
the
The
water
bathrooms
that
are
came out
hilarious.
that was like yellow.
Yeah.
Like the basically the like routers hanging out of
Well,
the
they're
side
using
of
new ecological recycling. Just goes right from the toilet right to the tap.
You can't even stomach your own joke. Come
Yeah,
on, that's horrible.
routers hanging out of the wall.
Yeah.
What about the bathrooms? Where you have like 5 or 6
Yep,
toilets and there's no stalls. It's just
In Soviet Russia, privacy hides you. Wait, no, it doesn't.
horrible.
Let's see what else. Hotel room's not done.
Venues aren't done.
Yeah, like it seemed like video. And they're like, "Here's our bathtub," and it's like made out of paper mache, basically. Yeah,
This
it's
was-
only 41 billion over budget, which is the original budget was 11 billion. That's all.
And you've had 7 years.
Yeah, is that
You
all?
had one job.
You had one job. Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. But the latest ABC News Washington Post poll says half of Americans have a favorable view of the 2014 Winter Olympics Games in Sochi. That's a lot, of course, but far fewer than were for the 2012 Games in London. Biggest drawback for many, dim views of the Russian President, Vladimir Putin. And if that wasn't enough, Keith Olbermann has a look at the Olympics, and of all things that have gone wrong just in the past couple days, do Google search. It's pretty interesting. Jamaican bobsled team made it so but their equipment didn't. Oops. Jinx.
Damn.
Team is missing some rather important stuff, including runners for the two-man sleds, helmets, sliding gear, clothes. So they couldn't make their first practice runs yesterday.
Go naked. I mean, they're
Sports
Jamaican. What they got to be
reports the
ashamed
problem
of?
apparently occurred when two team members, driver Winston Watson, brakeman Marvin Dixon, missed their connecting flight in Moscow after bad weather delayed them in New York.
Walk.
Yes. Walk, yes.
So, 10 o'clock, shall we do...
Top three?
Yeah, let's make up a top three right here on the spot that we're not prepared for, and let's run with it.
Okay, perfect. Top three Olympic sports that we'd actually watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Top...
You don't like the snow day thing?
Because that's what I do now.
All of it?
Yeah. I'll sit at home with no pants and watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles all day.
I like my snow day one.
Your snow day? Well, all right, you come out here and you give us some top three stuff then.
Or just use the microphone.
That too.
For what? Top 3 things I miss about snow day from being a kid?
Yep.
Ideas?
Yep.
Sledding.
Still do that.
Where?
At my house.
Where? You have some magical hill I've never seen before?
Falling in the driveway doesn't count as sledding.
Damn.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
more sliding than sledding.
Yeah, that's more breaking hips. But anyways.
What about footy pajamas? You don't have footy pajamas. Because
have-
you would be bragging about it if you did.
I didn't have footy pajamas when I had actual snow days.
That's because you've been this size since you were like 5.
That's
Technicality.
Yeah.
yeah.
Playing Nintendo. Original Nintendo.
I broke out the Super Nintendo last week.
Nice.
Board games?
Board games.
I didn't have any siblings, so there's no one to play board games with.
Mom bringing me hot chocolate.
Alright, I missed that.
Shovel. Oh, wait, I still shovel.
Yeah.
You missed that?
Not having to go to work.
Yeah, that.
Or if you can work from home, not doing work.
Yeah, that too.
Where you're just like, snow day.
I think this is another one that only applies to me. Pegging siblings in the head with snowballs.
Which, by the way, did you hear about that story on CBS or WFSB or whatever? It's like, some student maliciously hit their teacher in the head with a snowball. He's been charged with a crime and is due in court.
Yeah, assault or something.
Law and Order snowball unit.
Yeah.
But I think that's a legitimate one. Snowball fights.
Yep. Snowball fights.
Building snow forts.
Yep. True.
All legit.
Snow forts collapsing on you.
Yes.
Throwing snowballs at
Getting
cars and running
paramedics
away.
called because the snow
Running,
fort
yeah.
collapsed on you and you can't breathe. So I miss those days.
Moon boots.
Huh?
They're called Uggs.
No, these were way cooler than Uggs.
Are you talking about like the foam ones with like the elastic thingies?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I don't know how that applies to snow days.
I wore them on snow days. What can I say?
Those are your snow day boots. You don't wear them any other time.
Okay.
Shut up and accept it.
All right. I still really have nothing for this top three, and I know. I'm sorry. I don't have anything else to contribute.
All right,
I
fine,
suck.
Move on to something else.
I don't have anything else to move on to. That's the really horrible
The
part.
other top 3 suggestion was top 3 awesome storm names.
Bob.
Yep.
No,
Doug.
nothing, huh?
You think of a top three. I got a couple more news stories.
Boo. Dama Snow Tricks.
Let's see if I have any.
Stormothorax.
That one's better.
Yeah. But
That
only
doesn't even
barely.
make sense. Isn't that a god?
Megatron.
All right, now you're just grasping at.
All right. Let's see.
Can do top 3 signs you're getting old.
Snoopy.
I like that one, actually.
Want to do that one?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm down with that.
Top 3 signs you're getting old.
All right.
Boo.
Oh, come
shut
on.
up, you.
No. Because we were talking about this the other day. Top 3 signs you're getting old.
Means you're getting old.
When the moment you started hating snow.
Agreed.
That is like the quintessential moment in your life when there's no turning back. You're a stupid adult. It's like the moment
Snow's an inconvenience.
Yeah, no, the moment there are like duties and there's work attached to frozen water. There's work attached to frozen water. There's obligations.
I got 2.
That sucks.
I got 2.
Go on.
The second you utter these words, either A,
I'm sorry, officer?
No.
Oh.
That's too loud. Or you say, slow down.
If you're saying it to.
It doesn't matter. If you're the passenger in a car and someone's just driving, you're like, slow down, you're going to
If someone fires a gun next to your head and you're like, that's too loud!
Or you're taking it way out of context.
Am I?
I mean, you're like at home, and you were like, I love this song, and turn it up to like 506.
I always. Here's the thing, though. I always did that. Like even when I was even when I was young, like my dad would like turn the TV up to like 97 decibels over like the human threshold of hearing, and I'd be like, "You turned down the TV."
Well, that's because
you were old when you were 5.
That's because you were.
Explains the lack of hair.
That's because you were doing
Not
something.
a big razor, but yes.
That's because you were doing something, or you were trying to do something awesome, or listen to something awesome yourself, and the old man volume was just interfering with you.
All right, fair enough.
Thank you.
What about? All right, turn that down. What if it's just
slow down? Don't forget slow down.
All right, well, we'll get to that one.
There's a difference between slow down and stop driving like an asshole on Napaopo Road.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
What about if it's just music that you hate? Turn that down because it's a piece of crap music.
No, just saying if it's just too loud in
That
general.
applies at any age.
That's serious. Like, this song sucks, turn it off.
Yeah,
turn it
because I
down,
mean,
boo.
I'm not old if I say, like, turn down Justin Bieber or I'll stab you in the face with a CD. I mean, I don't think that makes me old. That makes me evil, but not old.
No.
Yeah.
So if you say turn it down to something that is mutually liked.
Okay. All right, I'll go with that. And slow down.
Definitely slow down.
Like, so basically meaning you're in the passenger seat of a car, and you're like,
You're doing 35 and a 25. You're crazy. Stop. No. Shit, handle.
If someone's like, you're doing like 10 miles an hour above the speed limit, and they're like stepping on the invisible brake, you're too old.
If a high school kid says, "Oh yeah, I like that band. They're classic rock, right?"
Yeah, this is screaming.
Or even worse, my mom likes them.
Oh, that's even worse. Is she hot? No.
Who knows? It's theoretical.
You're right. I'm just saying. That should be. Isn't that the natural next question? All right. Anyways.
How about if you have to take any...
Even at 30, I sound like an old fart. Anyways.
That's true. If you have to take any medication or pill on a daily basis.
That would probably do it. Don't worry, Jay. Someday they'll cure gonorrhea, herpes, AIDS.
I hope so. High five. All right. For those of you that don't get the joke, HIV is slang.
Just
as slang of
remember,
high five.
as far as we know, Jay doesn't have AIDS.
As far as you know.
Yes.
Get yourself checked. Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Not touching that one.
Yeah, well, neither am I, hopefully. Got it?
Not touching
that.
Do a count it over John.
No, I don't want to catch cooties.
Okay, fine.
Stupid South American small tiny bugs. That's what cooties are. They're a tiny bug from South America.
Of course you would know that.
Of course you...
Yes. Anyways, let's see, what's another good sign you're getting old?
You sit here on a Friday night doing a public access show.
The only thing you
No,
care
just
about
means you're
anything is
lame.
how practical it is.
Oh. What?
What?
The only thing you care about anything is how practical it is.
Yeah, that's probably a decent sign, too.
I'm just gonna say that's
Oh, well, I think
that's
you should
how
get
I know
that.
I'm still holding on to my youth. It's like,
Happy about clothes at Christmas?
oh, son of a bitch, that happened at like
Yep.
20.
I'm
just
you're
saying.
old.
You were old at 20.
I know. Oh, I'm just saying it's like it got,
I love these warm socks. Hang yourself!
no, it's like clothes or money.
Oh,
'Cause
money's
that's-
awesome. I mean, who doesn't love money?
Well, it's like I don't want, it's like don't put any thought into my gift. Just give me cash.
So when money doesn't seem like a viable option as a gift.
That's never. Like I have a pretty good job. I have a good job now that pays pretty well.
Yeah.
I'll still love money for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Like if someone even if it was like
Well, how to word it then?
Like if Pat gave me for my Christmas present, if Pat gave me a card with $5 in it, that'd be like that's an awesome Christmas gift.
All right.
When gift cards are an annoyance because you have to
Yes!
go to a certain store.
I've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to my diatribe.
Yeah,
again,
when you're like 15, 16,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, a $25 gift card to FYE, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
can go buy half a CD or something.
right, because you have no obligations to go do anything, so you're like, oh, I'll just go to FYE whenever.
I've definitely sold gift cards on eBay before.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And usually I get more than what it's worth.
Really?
Seriously, yeah. People pay more for the gift card than what it's worth.
Why?
That is ridiculous.
No clue. Yep.
You say things like, "Oh, my knees."
Ooh.
Hasn't
yeah.
happened. Hasn't happened yet.
Oh, it'll be there.
Has anything hit you out there yet? Anything? No? Anything supply?
A few of them.
Few of them? Ha! Old! Ha!
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, trying to think. What else would be a good one? Rob, Doug?
Oh, here's one. The second you utter, "Wow, my mom/dad was right."
Ooh.
That's slightly painful too.
Yeah, that is.
Blah, 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 blah.
Here's one. If you ever have the thought, "I'm not so sure this is appropriate for a 6-year-old."
I'm happy to say that phrase, or that's really never entered my. Yeah, I don't have any good filters.
Yeah, usually my statement to that is, they gotta learn sometime.
You probably haven't hung out with many 6-year-olds, that's why.
Yeah.
No, because we're not pedophiles. So anyway.
Or have any siblings with kids.
Exactly.
When all of your
That's where the single child thing.
When more than one of your friends has a kid.
Yeah. Well, let's see. How many? 1, 2, 3.
Don't count. The more you count, the older you feel.
I'm aging as we speak.
Should just stay off Facebook for that reason.
Yes. Just remember, like, every time they post pictures of the kids on Facebook, all I see is just a snarling, like, hideous monster.
Your friend Bob has posted pictures of their 9th child.
The day you realize the high school graduating class is younger than the length of time you've been out of high school.
That only applies to you right now.
Yeah, that's only you.
True.
Count it.
You just coughed on me. I'm not counting that.
Can we count the cough too? All right. Let's see.
If you can remember communism?
I don't remember it. But yes.
That's what I'm saying. Old.
But yes.
You're really old if you
Yeah.
say, I remember that.
I know it from history books, but there you go. How about you say, I remember back when I was a kid. Like, you start off any sentence with that.
No, because you could be talking about something awesome.
You usually
like back when I was a kid, I could actually walk to school and I didn't have to take the bus 9 feet.
Which means you're old.
Yes!
But that's an awesome thing.
I could walk to school. Through the snow.
Don't say things
uphill. Both ways.
In winter?
In winter.
Oh.
Without shoes.
Without shoes. My day, we didn't have
And
shoes.
under constant threat of communism.
Speaking of.
All right, I want to see where this goes. All right, go ahead.
No, it annoys me because, not that I'm going to give away where I live because that'd just be dumb, but I live close to a school.
Litchfield?
Yes. So when I drive by, I see 500 cars out in front because little Johnny must be driven to school and is too good to take the bus. I don't get this. Either A, you took the bus, or you walked your ass. But we're 5 miles away. Start now. Now everybody has to get a ride. Half the people aren't good enough for the school bus. What the hell?
As soon as I had my license, I was driving myself to school.
Right? Even before I had my license. Just don't tell my mom. I mean...
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Statute of limitations ran out.
Woohoo! Yay, passed.
That's when you know you're old, is when the statute of limitations ran out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
All right.
Yep. Let's see, what else? You have anything that makes you feel old?
Listening to us right now, probably.
Probably, yes. No, that makes
I'm
her
sure
feel
she
young.
regrets coming tonight.
Anything? No? Alright, fair enough. Let's see.
Well, you look like you're barely out of high school anyhow.
She's older than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
You're getting punched in the nuts later.
Do it before I leave because I want to watch. Anyway. Wait, here's
glad
one.
you came. All right, anyways.
Here's the second you look at a piece of technology and you say, I don't know how this works.
That's never happened to me.
Yeah.
No. Not even
That's
close.
when you say, let's find out how this works.
Usually,
That's legit.
Usually
too.
I'm the one making it. Or
True.
taking it apart and figuring out how it works.
Brad, it's just a cell phone.
I
want to
know.
know how it works. Take it apart. Oh, that's how it works.
I did that at
I
work
just
the other
meant
day.
how do you add an app to the home screen, but okay, this works too.
Yes. Well, you see, if you take it apart and you connect these two diodes, and yes, there you go. You can add an app to the home screen.
Yeah, but if someone if you're like, here you go, random person, here's a something, and they're like, well, how does this work? Old.
Yeah. I'll go with that. Yep.
It's like, this is technology that's about 15 years old. You should have some sort of grasp.
When people hold on to the old technology, some piece of old technology,
Yes.
really. Like I know people who
flip phones.
Oh.
Flip phones. I have my flip phone. No offense, mom and dad.
Like even Rob has an iPhone.
That's crazy.
Old.
Flip phone.
How old?
But admittedly, before I got my iPhone, I didn't even have a flip phone. It was pre-flip phone.
It was a Nokia 9150.
Something like that.
I finally threw those out. I had
Did you finally?
Yeah. I have a flip phone somewhere. It's like an old ESPN phone.
Oh, is that when they were doing that trial thing?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. I have that somewhere still, I think.
Ooh.
So if we ever need a phone to smash, I got one.
Hooray.
Just saying. Let's see what else.
Does it say ESPN on the phone?
Sure does.
Then you could totally sell that on eBay.
Probably.
If your car has a cassette deck and you say you don't need anything more.
I have a cassette deck, but it also has a CD player.
Just a cassette deck.
I don't use a cassette deck or CD player on my car.
I don't need a new car. This one
I
runs
especially
fine.
don't use a tape deck because it doesn't have one. But
there's no fabric on the seats anymore.
Right.
It's fine. So sad.
Something when you compare whenever you say this, it's not built like it used to be.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't. You've said those words.
Uh huh.
I've witnessed you say those words
Uh-huh.
about technology.
I don't deny it.
Oh, okay. Like Sony, they used to build these things like tanks, and now they crumble.
Yeah.
Well, most electronics are disposable now.
Pretty much.
This is
They're all held together with glue and baling wire.
If you use the phrase "back in the day,"
I think we
See,
kind
but
of
the thing
brushed
is,
on
I
that
use
one.
back in the day, and I'm often referring to something from 4 months ago.
Back in my day.
Back in the day,
from the list.
it was August. Damn it, August. Not even a different year.
How about if you ever utter the words, I remember when that wasn't there? Because I've heard a lot of people do that, especially on the east end of Torrington.
Yep.
I remember when that, all that, and those weren't here. It was just,
I remember when all those were cows. Yes.
I got one.
Yeah.
If you remember a time before The Simpsons,
wow. What's that, 87?
89.
I knew it was an odd number. That means I was 8.
I
wasn't
6.
born yet. 89 was my year.
You were born in '89.
Yeah.
Well, it was December '89, so you
April, so yeah, I would have been born.
Ha! Old.
But you don't remember a time before The Simpsons?
This is true.
Sure he does. Come on, some sort of traumatic life event that you remember, right?
What?
I don't know. I was just fishing.
How about if you ever try to give advice to the youth of today?
Trust me, kid, I've been there.
Because I've called.
How about if you ever
You
use the
probably
old
say it
man
in that
voice?
voice too.
Yeah.
Using the old man voice, or if you ever issue
Using the old man voice.
Saying-
Back in my day, we didn't have newfangled
Probably
technology.
not speak like that when you're in a school, by the way.
Why?
Yeah, that's
I'm
creepy.
just yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go over well.
Back in
I've
my
caught
day.
I've caught myself a couple times saying, "Trust me, stay in high school and never leave. It's awesome now. Once you get out, everything
agreed.
changes. Responsibility
I agree people
kicks
should
in.
get an
Yeah.
education, but I think high school sucks.
No, I was good with high school.
Agreed by the control room.
Just saying. Education is necessary, but frankly,
we
high
learned
school
awesome
sucked.
stuff.
We did.
Electronics, you're
Mine
jealous.
was boring.
Well, you're sucked.
Boring. I had I'm just thinking back. I had 3 good teachers in high school,
I had
and I mean that 9th grade through 12th grade. The entire time, I had 3 good teachers. I had one great social studies teacher. I had one, and I had one great science teacher. I remember that.
One good
There's
science teacher, one good math teacher, a great electronics teacher.
I always
And a
remember
couple
that.
decent ones in the middle.
I remember his name because I'm not sure if he's still a paramedic or whatever in the area. Mr. Chichester.
Sounds like a fantastic name.
He was like he taught, I think, biology and chemistry or something along those lines. I just remember him being like the quintessential enthusiastic, fantastic teacher. I've gotten off completely off topic, but
That's all right.
So do we want to compile our top three?
Well, wait, if you get to name teachers, I get to name teachers.
Fine.
Mr. Valletta was definitely one of the greatest electronics teachers on the face of the planet.
Agreed.
I think he's
By
moved
the
out
way,
of
you know
state,
you're old
hasn't
when
he?
you're comparing
He
teachers.
retired.
with-
I'm sure of that.
Well, I know he retired because
Yeah.
I remember when he told me. I'm like,
You know you're
I've
old
seen
when
him in
you're
the past
reminiscing
few
about
years.
teachers from high school.
okay, I'll give you that one.
I've seen him in the
But-
past few years. So I don't think he moved out.
I don't know. Miss Smith, she's a science teacher, a great
Mm-hmm.
science teacher. So
And lied about her name.
no, it's really her name.
Yeah, I'm Miss Smith. Jane.
I had her. I had her as a teacher. He's not
So Miss
lying.
Smith was one. Mrs. Avalone, a great math teacher. I'm only sorry I didn't have her all 4 years because 2 of the years I just smacked my head against brick walls.
Well, there you go.
Quiet, I get it. Shh. There's Mr. Bakunis. He was a good history, like social studies history teacher, but he retired like my sophomore year. There's a couple other ones in there that I can't think of right now.
I had a lot of good teachers there.
Yeah, a lot of the new ones were just coming in as I was leaving, so I didn't really have them.
So what do we want to do for our top three?
Let's do top 3 signs you're getting old. You asked for it, and you got
Top
it.
three
Cha-ching.
Thank
signs.
you.
Number one, you
Memory
forget what the hell you were just talking about.
Memory loss.
Yeah.
I can't say
Why
that.
did I come into this room?
I don't know, but I have to pee.
No, because every time, like half the time when I leave my house, I'm like, did I shut the garage door? Shit. Wait, yes I did. No, wait, was that yesterday?
All right.
Damn it!
Well, now I got to drive the 400 miles home to check. All
Don't
right.
laugh. I've turned around a couple times. I'm like, I did. Oh,
All right. So number one,
Sorry, I'm typing.
I forgot what they all were. Damn it! Memory loss.
And memory
Memory
loss.
loss, number one.
Memory loss.
Yeah.
Number one. Sign number two. I remember when I was young.
No, there's better ones than that.
Okay.
Like, it's too loud, or
Hating snow.
Hating
There you go.
snow.
I'll agree.
Number two.
I'll definitely go with that one.
So we got two now.
Yeah.
Just need one more.
And plus a couple screw the honorable mentions.
Oh, we got plenty for honorable mentions.
And we can ignore them
Yeah,
all.
but we don't remember any of them.
Number three.
Music being too loud.
It's too loud or slow down? Which one?
If it's too loud, you're too old.
If it's
I'll
too
go with
loud,
that.
you're
If it's
too
too
old.
loud, it's too
Yeah.
old.
And the hell with the honorable mentions because
It wasn't that
Memory
interesting.
loss.
memory. The honorable mentions is memory loss.
That was the honorable mention because.
The honorable mention, memory loss, and then just leave it at that.
Yeah, agreed.
There you go. All right, we got time for like one or two more news stories, and then we'll call it the end of the show. Drivers of the world unite! Because the CAPAS can't stop you from doing so. It's a common custom of the road to flash your headlights at oncoming traffic to warn them if they're about to pass a speed trap. But when Michael Eli did that in Missouri in November 2012, the Ellisville police cited him for violating a city ordinance. The charges were eventually dropped, but not before the ACLU had filed a suit on Eli's behalf. On Monday, U.S. District Judge Henry Autry agreed that prohibiting the headlight flash violates the First Amendment. Detaining, ticketing, or arresting someone for the content of their speech is illegal, he reasoned. Ellisville says it since dropped the ordinance, but there's a similar state law. Drivers elsewhere in Missouri have reported similar stops, but one law professor told the St. Louis Post-Dispatch that the judge's decision has sweeping implications for the First Amendment in a good way for motorists. Yes. The funny part is when you flash your lights at the other people, they slow down. So isn't that what the cops want anyways? Huh? Huh?
Become more alert.
Alright, wrong music. What I wanted was.
And we'll never have. Yes.
Dramatic squirrel.
Yes, dramatic scroll. Go! Go! Let's see. And by now you've surely heard of the harrowing stories from the Sochi Olympic Village. It is a hellscape of stray dogs, weird toilets, and unfinished accommodations. Well, according to Russian Deputy Prime Minister Dmitry Kozak, journalists who have been reported deplorable conditions in Sochi hotel rooms are big babies, trying to align the games. Trey claims that out of the 100,000 guests, only 103 have registered complaints. And he didn't say why. Yes, in Soviet Russia, we complain you. How does he know? Well, they have surveillance video from the hotels that shows people who turn on the shower, direct the nozzle at the wall, and then leave the room for the whole day, he said yesterday. A reporter went to ask him for further hotel surveillance. He was pulled away by an aide. Perhaps not surprisingly, Russian officials later walked back the surveillance claim, saying there's absolutely no surveillance in the hotel rooms or bathrooms occupied by guests. What a disappointment! Well, the disaster of the whole thing has been, I would have at least hoped the surveillance systems to be in working order. Oh well. Alright. Well, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show. By everyone's, we mean?
Yours.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's not complete without the music. So, it's time for what we learned today. So, while Jay is still typing that into his iPad fake thingy.
Need to consult this.
Fair enough.
I never got anything prepared for this one.
No? Well, Jay.
Hi.
Did you learn anything today?
I'm getting old. I don't want to be old.
You already knew that, but you forgot.
Yeah,
so
but now I
forgive
have
you.
But now I have proof.
You have proof of oldness.
I do.
All right.
Cry.
John.
Being old sucks.
Still working on it.
You still working on that?
Yeah.
Well, I learned today that the older I get, the worse Super Bowl commercials get.
Because they're running out of ideas.
They are. I mean, well, I've seen good ones like that Radio Shack commercial, Genius, but that was about the only good one. Like the Audi commercial was pretty good. After that, they really just kind of blew. I also learned that as long as British television remains in business, I will always have something to watch.
This is really boring.
John didn't learn shit.
Yeah.
I learned that John doesn't pay attention to the shit.
Memory loss. That's
Memory
pretty much
loss.
that's really what this is bringing
Yes.
it to.
John's now old.
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
John, what did you learn?
I ain't
Memory
got
loss.
nothing. Memory loss.
Memory loss.
Yeah.
You learned that you're getting old. Yes, you're crossing over. You're what, 24?
Yes.
When's your 25th birthday?
April.
You're gonna be older. You're gonna be in your mid-20s.
Cheaper insurance.
That is true. There is that, and it's cheaper to rent a car. So there is. You have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
Cheaper renting of cars, and also things starting to hurt.
The music stopped.
And yeah, there you go. All right. Don't forget to visit our
Shameless
website.
plugs, shameless plugs, here they come.
NSLS.TV, YouTube.com/NSLSTV, where we have updated all the episodes. Tonight's episode will hopefully be up very shortly.
You did? Last one I saw was Deep Fried.
Oh, they're all updated.
Are they?
Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Now start explaining to YouTube why they shouldn't put a band commercial.
No, whatever. Anyways, YouTube.com/NSLSTV, Facebook.com/NSLSTV. So if you want to get any messages from us, including all the previous top threes, because Jason posts them live each show. And if you want to see what Pat's doing, working and ignoring us at the show, you son of a bitch.
You think he's working?
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
I don't think
Working.
so either. Twitter.com/NSLSTV.
He's working on his
He's
buzz.
working on his memory loss.
40-ounce curls.
No, that's actually probably what Pat's doing too. Ha-ha! Yeah.
You had to.
So Twitter.com/NSLSTV, Facebook.com/NSLSTV, NSLS.TV, or you can email us at NSLSTV@gmail.com.
You see a theme yet?
Have you ever gotten emails?
One. I think we got one. I think Deb emailed us.
I think it was for Cialis or something. But
Wait, I was actually expecting actually for that.
sure. And of course, if you missed any part of the show, and why would you miss any part of the show? We're so much better than the opening round
Because they're not
of the
drunk
Olympics.
enough yet.
That's true.
Or high enough yet.
Well, if you're not drunk enough, if you're not high enough, and you plan on getting drunk and high sometime between now and midnight, which will be really interesting as you're watching Meet the Leaders, which is coming up next. Yeah, that's a great lead-in.
Actually, I don't think it is anymore.
It's not what's up next. What?
It's not telling you.
Not a company-produced thing anymore.
Not telling me. Anyways, you can watch us on midnight.
I'm glad you missed that. Nothing?
Nothing?
Keep going.
Nothing? We'll watch the midnight replay and figure out what it was.
Probably.
Oh wait, you don't
No
get
cable.
cable, you son of a
Bitch.
nerds. Yes. And just remember, be sure to pay attention to the Olympics, because there will be a quiz next week.
And when you're here, your family.
Wait, no. What commercial's that even from?
It used to be Olive Garden, but then
forget
Olive
it.
Garden signed it over to Jimmy Fallon, and then Jimmy Fallon just stopped using it.
Oh. Wait, he actually signed it.
They actually had a thing where the CEO of Olive Garden came on the show and signed over the rights to that phrase to him because they were going to stop using it as their thing.
Huh. And then Jimmy Fallon let it die.
Yeah, just let it go.
Things we didn't need to know.
Oh yeah, Jay Leno's off the air. We didn't even talk about that.
Jay Leno's off the air. Jimmy Fallon's off the air.
Yeah,
Jimmy Fallon's going to jail.